Hello everybody, welcome to Boxing Science. This video is sponsored by Saga Fitness. If you want to find out more about Saga Fitness, please visit the link in the description and also use the Boxing Science discount code to get yourself 10% off their BFR cuffs. Today we're going to be taking Lerone Richards through strength workout during a general preparation phase. Lerone is still quite a few weeks away from starting his training camp. He's got a fight coming up in the summer. And basically the goals of a general preparation phase is to prepare the body for training camp. So increasing muscular hypertrophy, increasing the muscle's tolerance to load, and helping increase strength and strength capacity. We're going to do this in a few different ways. The first one being cluster training. So cluster training is when you're separating a full set into multiple sets. So today we're working off 6 and 8 repetitions on our squats and on the overhead press, and we're going to split these up into 2 sets of 3 and 2 sets of 2 sets of 4. And the aim is to increase load over high volumes. So even though we're doing 6 repetitions on the box squats, we're still going up towards 80 to 85% of Lerone's 1 rep max. This is really important as well to help maintain velocity throughout a set rather than seeing it decrease. When we see velocities decrease, we're not targeting rate of force development as much. But when we do cluster sets, the velocity is maintained all the way through the set, so this helps increase rate of force development on each repetition. We're going to go for accommodating resistance on the box squats today. This will help increase acceleration, again, increasing rate of force development. This is also increasing time under tension because the rep is longer, because the acceleration of the lift is reduced. So Lerone has to have a more conservative effort to accelerate all the way through the lift. So the rep is actually slower. So this increases the time under tension, but the effort remains the same. So we're increasing rate of force development whilst increasing that time under tension and also increasing lower body activation. We're going to do drop sets. This helps increase intensity over larger volumes. So we're doing what we call the back burner, where we're doing weighted pull-ups for 5 repetitions, going straight into some TRX rows for 8 repetitions. So we've got a lot of time under tension through the lats and through the arms and through the posterior shoulders. We're not decreasing the intensity on this. Instead of doing 13 repetitions in total, we've got 5 really intense pull-ups, and then we've got 8 really intense TRX rows. And then a key area for improvement for Lerone is to improve anti-extension strength. So the ability to control extension of the lumbar spine. If boxers can't control this, what they'll start using is their lower back. And this is what we've found with Lerone. And before Lerone started the Boxing Science program, he's actually struggled to do 1 ab wheel rollout. So this is a key area for improvement. And whilst we're in the general preparation phase, it's an ideal time to start working on areas for improvement. So on the core circuit today is just looking for anti-extension dominance, doing the ab wheel rollout straight into Swiss ball stairs and straight into like a Swiss ball plank. So we're going to really challenge them abdominal muscles to create core strength and stability. Okay guys, so here comes the workout. If you've got any questions about any of the exercises that we're using or any of the methods that we're using, please leave them in the comment box below. I hope you enjoy the workout. So there, whip, whip, hold, whip, whip, hold. Okay, and you're going to do 5 reps on each side. So you might have to do 3 going that way, 3 going back, 2 and 2. Going on banded ice skaters now. So you're going to start in a stationary position, nice and balanced. The band, I'm going to be pulling you across, and you can drive across into the ice skater, and you've got to create that stability there. Dip your hips, knees in line with the toes. If you feel like you're going off balance, leaning to the side, just put 1 foot down there ever so lightly. Majority of the weight still going through that front foot. Rather you do that than be like there, wobbling about there. So you're going, driving across. dip into this rear hip, really rapidly rotate all the way to the top. I'm going to be at the top, applying that pressure down, and it's your job to get the speed of the punch and then snap, create that isometric tension through the arm, through the core, through the lower body, because if you don't create that, all it'll do will just push back, okay? So there, boom, slight hold, and then back down into the start position. Doing safety bar squat with bands. Obviously the bands make it harder as you go up, so it affects your acceleration. We want you to really drive all the way through the movement to make sure that you get them velocity targets, okay? I'm gonna hit 120. After this warm up, hit 120. We're gonna aim for over 0.8. And we're gonna do it in a cluster. So we're gonna do 3 reps, rest 20 seconds, then 3 reps. So we're maintaining that velocity over a higher volume, because last week we did 5 reps. This week we're going up to 6, but we're going to break it up into 2 sets of 3. Band pull aparts, a variation where we're going to go from the squat rack, and this is going to really target the traps. There, pull it down so your shoulders back and down, then pull it wide. Okay, so basically the band being from an elevated position is just wanting your shoulders to go like that. So obviously in normal band pull aparts, we try and keep them shoulders back and down anyway, and we're just prone to doing that. This has an extra emphasis for them shoulders to come up. So we pull them back and down, then pull it wide. Pull it wide. There we go. And you just want to be on line with your breastbone. Okay, so we're doing overhead press from the pins. Nice upright posture, core nice and tight. Elbows directly underneath the bar, and probably hands just around shoulder width apart. Deep breath in, create that tension through the core, and press it overhead, and then back, okay? Deep breath in, press overhead, slowly back down to the pins every time. So don't be bouncing it off the pins. I want a dead start, shoulders back and down, engage the lats, then push up whilst maintaining a straight posture. Back burner, your favourite. Do it with weighted vests. So we're going to do 5 pull-ups, then go straight into 8 TRX rows. You're doing single leg padded hip thrust, so the band going across your hips. Drop into it, start off. Mid part of your back onto the box. Just one leg up, arms crossed, drive up, through, and slight hold at the top. Like 1 to 1.5 second hold. Just get all, slowly back down, then back up. You want to make sure that these hips stay stable, don't want them to drop either side. This other leg is at 90 degrees, toes pointed up. Core needs to be switched on. So belly button tucked in, drive through, nice and slow, on the way down, nice and fast on the way up. Arms extended, knees slightly bent. I'm gonna rotate round. Slight flexion of the arm, especially on your left arm. Elbow tucks in just behind, keeping the hips pointed forward. Nice and fast back into the middle. Flowing to each one. Resisting that rotation, movement of the hips, lateral flexion of the spine, of the torso. Okay, so we're ab wheel roll out. We're gonna put our hips forward, belly button tucked in. We want to start in a position where all our body weight is going through the wheel. Drop it down to about 80% of the movement, back to 20%. What we don't want to do is go to 0, so we lose that tension through the core, or go too far out, 100%. We're dropping our hips, start using our back. Then we're doing 15 seconds rest, into Swiss ball stairs. Again, nice and controlled on this. Arms shoulder width apart, parallel to each other, belly button tucked in, glutes switched on, big circle, back to the center, go reverse. So we're going clockwise and anti-clockwise. So then all I want you to do there is do a Swiss ball plank. Then we're gonna have a minute off, and then we're gonna repeat that 4 times.